Organized Planner Chic. In this episode of Make It Happen with Your Planner, I'm going to show you two great budget-friendly planner options. One is from Jane Davenport and one is from the Dollar Tree. All right, so let's get started. Let's start with Dollar Tree. And if you're a big Dollar Tree fan and you shop there a lot, then you know that this actual planner, at least the cover, is not at Dollar Tree, and that's because I DIY'd it. Okay, so I'm gonna move this aside and show you what it looks like or looked like on the outside first. And this right here was the cover. All right, and you notice in the inside of the covers of these, they've got these plastic sleeves. Well, inside where the planner is that I sort of DIY'd is just a regular insert like you would put in a Midori or a traveler's notebook. Just a plain craft paper one. So I'm going to show you in a different one what I'm talking about. So here is a weekly one for 2017. And then if you just come in here and you open that up, you'll see, oh, now I'm struggling to get it out. If you just pull this out, it was not that hard. I don't know why this one doesn't want to come out. Okay, so if you just pull that out, look, you just got an insert that's stapled. See there on the side, and so there it is. And so all I did for the monthly one, yeah, this is a monthly one, then I just took it out and then I DIY'd the cover. So here you see these pretty feathers. These and this piece of cardstock with the blue and the gold were just part of a paper pack, a cardstock paper pack 12 by 12 that I got from Michael's that was regularly $15, but it was on sale for $7, which was amazing. And it has all different designs in there and even some journaling cards, which I'll show you in a minute. And so I just cut. Now you got to be careful. When I first tried to do it, I opened up this because you know the planner is stapled inside. I opened it up and I tried to make, just trace the size and make one to cover the entire thing. But then once it bent, it didn't fit or it wouldn't lay flat when I opened it. So I cut it, redid it. I cut the paper, the cardstock, to just be about this size where it only went about that far, but all the way to the end on the front and the same way on the back. And then I laminated it, okay? And then I adhered that to the front and the other piece here to the back with adhesive squares. And then I took, before I did this, this was just regular, what do you call that, masking tape. This is regular masking tape, but I painted it so that it would be the color that I wanted. So I put multiple layers, 2 or 3 layers of masking tape on here. Then I painted it this pretty neutral color that I like. And then I put Mod Podge over that so it would never pop off or come off, okay? And then I used washi tape here on the ends to secure it, okay? And that's how I did the cover. And I like the way it turned out, and so it's more personalized for me. But I wanted to show you in each of these Dollar Tree ones, because I got a weekly, there are 2 different types of monthlies. No, I got 2 different types of weeklies. I'll show you in a second, and then yeah, 2 different types of monthlies. So these are $1 at Dollar Tree. You can't beat that price. Just about everybody has some scrap paper because you don't have to laminate like I did. And this piece was just some leftover sticky Avery sticker sheets, 12 or 11, 8.5 by 11 sticker sheets, and I always keep little pieces of it for things like this. So most of us have some scrap paper, probably some masking tape, maybe a little bit of paint, washi that you can just decorate it yourself, okay? And even if you don't have this, if you have some duct tape or any kind of tape, you can even use clear tape to go around the back. And it kind of makes it look like I was a professional binder, which I think anyway. Okay, but I wanted to show you what it looks like in the inside of these because they're really very functional for $1. They're not the most, they're not the best quality of paper, but the information in there is good. What I don't like is it's different in each one, and as opposed to you having all that information in every single size. So you kind of got to get a few of them to get the other information, and you can just tip it in, tape it in or fold it and add it in there. But anyway, here's this monthly. And then this is one of the journaling cards that I just cut out and put in here that was in that paper pack. And so in the front of this one, there is personal information, which is great, you know, emergency numbers, business number, medical information. And then it has a 2017 and a 2018 calendar. And then it has holidays and important dates for 2017 and 2018. And then it has toll-free numbers, which is awesome to have, just a bunch of them there. And let me see if you can see some of the numbers. It's got different airlines, which is really interesting. Car rental companies, cool. Hotel companies, all right. Conversion tables, which is always awesome. Sometimes when you look those up online, they're like all different. Temperatures and speed, and then international clothing sizes, which I think is phenomenal if you order online for a lot of countries. Like if you use Wish or AliExpress. And then a little place for notes. And then it's got the monthly page, the monthly spread with, you know, the previous month and the next month on there at the bottom. And I haven't decorated any of that yet. And then, you know, so you got all the months and some notes, space for notes there. And let's see, after that, it has a place for you to put like important things, kind of like a future log for all of the different months. And then it's a section for notes. And then that one's not very long, very big. And then this is what I really like about it. Just all laid out for you for your travel and expense record that you can use, okay? And I'll pull that up a little bit closer. You can see kind of what's on there if it'll focus. I think it's great. Okay, and then, you know, notes and totals at the bottom. So it's got that for all the months of the year. And then it has more notes. And then place for phone numbers, which I think we should always still keep those. I know we all have smartphones now, but if your phone dies or you lose it, like I don't know anyone's number almost by heart anymore. So that's valuable to have. And then I think that might be the end of this one. And then just some more notes. It's kind of weird that the notes aren't all in the same section, but whatever. And then another journaling card I just put in the back, okay? And so there is that one. And let's look at a couple of other ones. So this was that weekly one I took out. It has personal information in the front. This is just a small pocket size. It's got a 2017 calendar. And it's got important dates. And then some toll-free numbers, car rentals and hotels, and frequently called phone numbers. That's only on one page though. And then notes, and then it has, you know, the days, the weeklies. So it's set up this way. You don't have like you only have the full calendar in the very front, you know, like that. Okay, and I think that is this whole one, except, let's see, in the very back, you've got, where do we go? You've got address and telephone numbers. And one more 2018 calendar in the very back, okay? Now see, so that was the small weekly. We saw the small monthly was the one that I DIY'd. Here's the bigger weekly, which may just be the same, but with bigger pages. Let's see. 2017-18 calendar, holidays, important dates. No, this one's kind of more like the monthly. Well, no, I think it's about the same, maybe, but 2 years. It might just be 2 years. Yeah, it looks a lot like the monthly one. So, because it is wider, this spread is exactly the same. But then it's got, you know, the weekly division. Okay. And then, let's see after that. If I can get past all the weeklies. I guess that's it. And then, yeah, then you just have notes back here. Okay. And then you've got the giant monthly, which is kind of like an Erin Condren size. And I think you can probably use Erin Condren's squares in this. It's really big. And so it's actually, they call it, oh no, monthly planner. So it's got a lot of room. So I'm going to back up a little bit so we can see better. And it's got, you know, personal information, medical stuff. It's just really spread out. It's actually got a ruler over here. I didn't notice that. And then the big monthly count, or months, and the airlines and toll-free numbers. But then it's got this planning guide, which is kind of cool. Makes me think of Microsoft Project. So it's got January through December. And January through December for 2018 also. And it's got all the big months. And then, let's see, it's got address and telephone numbers. And that might be the very end. Let's see. It's got holidays and dates back here. And, oh, it's got weights and measures, length, temperature, clothing. Yeah. And then miles per hour and kilometers per hour conversion. And that's the end of that one. All right, so now let's move into the Jane Davenport, which I'm very excited to share with you. And in this one, oh, so pretty. Now, I like about 98, maybe 99% of this setup. I just think it's beautiful. And at first I thought, why do I want to get that when I draw and I paint and all that stuff myself? But this is just so inspiring, just to look at this work and to look at the colors, the hues, the shades of color, and just the design and everything from Jane Davenport. And so I decided to get this for my inspiration journal, my, my, gosh, what do you call it? Just my journal of ideas and creativity. I'm going to use it a lot for ideas for designing my stickers and magnetic page markers and bookmarkers and all those different things from my Lucinda Dory Planners Etsy shop. And so I want to just go inside. So the first thing I want to point out, I did get the plastic cover. If you can see that, this plastic cover is really handy because it's got a pocket inside, and I'll show you. The only thing I don't like about it, one, it kind of, dulls the shades of the colors in here, but there's nothing you can do about that. But the other thing is it doesn't quite fit just perfectly in here. I don't know if you can see that. Like the holes are down there, even though I squeezed it in there, sorry, before I even put any inserts or anything in it. So that's the only thing I don't like. But for functionality, it's great because I know this has got a lighter color on the outside and I didn't want it to get damaged, and this will definitely protect it. I got a separate charm. Now I'll also show you when I open it up that I got this at a really good price. That's why it's in my budget video. But so like my charm, I can't really make it hang from here with the plastic because it blocks that part. So it's hanging right here. Okay, and there's a look at the back. I just love this. Okay, and so on the inside, these are my receipts. So I got this at Michael's, and there was a 60% off coupon sale that day. Now, fortunately, I was able to go to 3 different stores because they didn't all have the same stuff in stock at the time. They were sold out of different things. So everything I got was 60% off. So this she calls a butterfly design because it's like a traveler's notebook. It is a traveler's notebook, but that's what she calls it, a butterfly book, and so, or butterfly journal. And so it was normally $7.79. No, that's not right. It was normally $12.99 and I got $7.79 off. So I only spent with tax $5.64 for the journal itself. And what comes with that is just, the pretty ladies and the one elastic and one insert, this one insert. Okay, and I think it's poster or marker paper. So that's how much I paid for that. And then for let's see, the next thing is the charm. And so with the charm, the charm itself comes in a package. I'll show you that. this hangs over this, just the charm, not the elastic. This charm hangs in here, and then these 3 elastics, and I used some of it in there, okay? And that's what came with that. And so that I paid, let's see, it's regularly, so remember the book itself is $12.99, which is a good price for a planner. But I paid the $5.64 with the discount. And then this, the charm with the extra elastics is normally $5.99, which is a great price. And you don't have to have that, I just wanted it. And with the discount, I paid $2.60. And then I got these pockets, which I love, and 4 come in the thing, okay? 4 come in a package. So here is one. So when you slide this in, it comes, yeah, here it is. So it comes, it just opens up like that, and there's a pocket here, and there's a pocket here, okay? And there, that's one. See the pretty lady? So pretty. And then here's one. Love those colors. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's the second one. And then here's one. Okay, and then here was the last one. And I love that they're all different colors and different designs. Okay, and so that is normally $5.99. And again, you don't have to have all these things. This is just all what I got. And with the discount, it was $2.60. And then the last thing I got, let's see, what is this? Oh, it's the plastic cover. Okay, so I think this is the cover. Yeah, the cover was $5.99. I couldn't remember. I told you all about it, but I didn't go over the receipt for it. And so with the discount, it was $2.61. All right. So basically, I paid, let's see, that was less than $6. We'll just say 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I paid like less than $15 for my whole setup, okay? And all right, so I'm going to show you what I have. So what comes with the butterfly notebook itself, just, you know, this notebook with the elastic and the pink bands inside here. You know, it was this pink. That was that came all together with one insert just like this, which was, I believe this is marker paper, okay? And it's really thick paper, so it's not a whole bunch of pages, but it's great paper, okay? And so that came with it, and then I stuck my first pocket inside here. And what I'm going to be doing is using part of this section to inspire me as I create more stickers for my Etsy shop. So I just started doing this last night. I just cut some watercolor paper, which I'll show you what I was using that for in a second, and inserted it in here to put some of the stickers that I've already designed. And these also come in black, I'm sorry, in neutral colors and primary colors and big sheets and big sizes and small sizes. But just as a note, I'm just starting to put those in there as I go. And so there's some more from my Etsy shop about chores, and these come in color as well, in big and small stickers. And so I just stuck that in there. So I'm going to be using that section, or these sections, for that. There's the rest of that. Now I created, or I traced this size paper that the marker paper was in. I traced it on some watercolor paper that I already had to make another one for watercolor paper. So I'm going to mark this somehow to say it's, you know, marker paper, and this is watercolor paper for watercolor designs. And I just put the leftover paper, like I said, from tracing and cutting that, into these pockets for things, for existing things and for inspiration. And there's the rest of that. And then this one is just on elastic by itself. So like I said, when I bought the charm with the extra elastic, then I put another set. You can see there, the blue is another set of elastic that I put in there. And then, so this one is on a piece of elastic by itself. And then this is an insert that a friend of mine, Leslie Pace, she has a Etsy shop too, and it's PaperandStitchCo, and I'll put that down below. She made this for our planner group, and I love it, and I stuck it in there. And so I'm going to be using this whole thing for, you know, designing and creating for my Etsy shop. And then this is just kind of the paperwork that comes with Jane Davenport that tells you about the butterfly effect system and some of the other products that come that she has available on her website. All right, and so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was inspirational for you and that you can see a couple of different ways that you can have a great planning system on a budget. And if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and leave me a comment below as well. And until next time, happy planning.